Scorpio, what's up with you? It's time to bust out your September 2020 reading. Yes, I am doing the signs backwards this month. Just to switch it up because September marks 2 years of me reading tarot on YouTube. So I've cracked 200,000 subscribers in under 2 years. And the very first tarot card readings I ever did were for September 2018. So just to switch it up, I figured I'd do them backwards. So here we go. Information on scheduling a personal reading will be in the description of the video. That includes everything you need to know, like pricing for everything, how to get a hold of me, all that good stuff, okay? Just click the little drop down arrow and all that stuff will pop open at the bottom of the video. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Here you go. There's my people. Y'all didn't waste no time showing up, did you? What do we got? Scorpio universe, September 2020. Scorpio, September 2020. Uh-oh. Big old bunch of cards popped out here. Okay, the Emperor reverse popped out. Could be an Aries you're dealing with. I'm going to put it back in the deck. If it was meant to come out, it will come out. It fell out with like 8 other cards. But it was the only one that showed its face, so we'll see if it comes back out. Emperor reversed. Okay, let's get 6 shuffles. There's 1. 2. Oh, some of y'all dealing with a control freak, by the way. Some of y'all being a control freak, maybe. 3 more. 3 more shuffles. 3 more shuffles, universe. 1, 2, and 3. King of Coins. Could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're guarded though, aren't you? You're really, really heavily guarded. I think that people looking at you are kind of assuming that the battle is over, that you've kind of maybe thrown in the white towel and you're not wanting any more conflict with the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Could be a fire sign you're dealing with possibly. But on the inside, you feel, I don't really think, on the outside, people are seeing you as, oh, okay, you know, you're, but on the inside, I think that you're very heavily guarded. You still have your guard up. 10 of Cups reversed, King of Swords reversed. Some of y'all dealing with an asshole. Some of you all, let's just go ahead and say this, are dealing with somebody that, we know we've all had at least that one person that we know is no good for us. You know they're no good for you, but for some reason you're attached and addicted to them, right? I mean, I've been there, dude. I've been there. Yeah, I think this person is a bit immature, okay? Tower card, 10 of Cups reversed. This is a Dundala, okay? Dundala. Okay, man, you got a lot of major arcana coming up. Justice reversed, Temperance reversed. See, Justice reverse comes up for you all pretty frequently, and also the Hermit. Could be a Virgo you're dealing with. But the thing about it is you all don't just distrust people. You also don't even trust yourself, do you? Do you? That's a big battle that goes on inside your head as to whether or not you actually made the right decision. I guess that's what you get when you get fixed water, you know, because water energy is very, very deep and intense, right? So where fixed signs are normally able to, you know, slam their foot down and this is how it is and this is the way it is. And I'm not saying y'all don't do that, but on the inside in your head, you're like, did I do the right thing? Was that the right decision? I'm not going to change my mind, but I don't even know if I did the right thing or not, you know? Y'all have this tug of war going on in your head. And that's what I see here too. But you know they're no good for you. Probably what I'm going to title this video too. Could have been a third-party situation you were dealing with. Doesn't have to be, and even if it was, you don't have to jump straight to infidelity, okay? Third party means anybody else's energy getting shoved in the picture, you know? Could be your mama. Oh, you don't need them, you're better than that, you know? Just putting her opinion in your ear all the time like a barking bird on your shoulder. Could be your daddy, could be your homie that lives down the street, could be anybody. Anybody's shoving their nose in there and like trying to drive a wedge between the two of you, you know? Could have been. And yes, it could have been some shady, sneaky shit too. 3 of Swords in the reverse. But let's go ahead. I don't really have a whole lot to say about that. I don't really have a lot of, you know how a lot of times I can go on a big, long, drawn-out tangent. I'm not really feeling that with this right here because the thing of it is you know this person isn't good for you. but you're questioning yourself. You still don't trust yourself. You don't know whether or not you made the right decision. Does that make any sense? It's like, I don't know any other way to put that into English. I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. So, let's look at this person you're dealing with. The first thing that we're looking at is the past person. So for those of you who are not interested in or dealing with a past person, hold your horses. We'll get to you in just a minute. 4 more shuffles for the past person Scorpio is dealing with. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Eight of Pentacles reversed. 6 of Swords reversed. 8 of Cups reversed. Temperance. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. All right. So some of you all are going to be dealing with somebody who does not want to move on from this. Okay. 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups, both reversed. This person's having an inner battle as well. Okay. I think y'all are both kind of mirroring each other in that aspect. Y'all are both mirroring each other in that aspect. You both know that it's not a healthy situation, okay? Now, does that mean you're in the right and they're in the wrong, or they're in the right and you're in the wrong? Not necessarily. Not necessarily, okay? I love peanut butter. I also love ketchup, but I ain't gonna put them on the same bread together, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. This is like ketchup and peanut butter, basically. You know, it's not a good mix, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense. Probably a weird analogy right there, but you get what I'm saying, right? Anyway, though, that's what this feels like here. This feels like you both know that this isn't healthy. It's not good for either of you. But neither of you trust that putting it to an end is the right decision. There's a lot to be learned here. This is one of those soul contracts that take a while to heal from. It take a while to heal from, all right? Especially if you have to do it alone. And that's really hard to do. It's really hard to do. It's one of those types of things that you're meant to learn very specific things that are very mind-blowing in a spiritual sense if you're actually willing to open up and be honest with yourself, you know? So, 10 of Pentacles. I think this person is also a superficial type of person, you know? This person could just have like a bunch of money or just care nothing about money, you know? But 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, this is whether you're dealing with a millionaire or you're a millionaire or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. You're still dealing with somebody I think that cares more about money than anything. And it's probably the glue that brought the two of you together. Now, I'm not saying the connection never formed. I'm just saying that some of you are dealing with somebody that was like, oh, okay, you make $100,000 a year. I make $100,000 a year. Together, we got a bomb-ass income, and that's all I give a shit about. Right? That's all I care about. Something to that effect. You know what I mean? Then that's what brought us together, and then everything else evolved from there. But at the end of the day, the energy that brought us together was superficial, surface level bullshit. Okay? There's still an internal battle being waged, though, but I don't think they're willing to put forth the work and the effort that it would take, even if there was a lot of potential here. You know, which I don't think there is. I don't think there is, but even if there was, no. This is one of those types of things I think that has to be exclusively done apart. That's a bummer, I know, but it is what it is. Let's look at the new person. New person Scorpio is dealing with. Those of you dealing with or interested in a new person. Ooh, 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 there's that Justice card again. Could be a Libra. Bless you, baby. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Libra, but I do think that you're dealing with somebody who is very well thought out and makes decisions based on fairness, logic, and reason, and not emotional bias, which is good. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way of anything here. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ten of coins, man. All right, so that's the second time this has popped up for you. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of coins in this deck, same thing. Oh, man. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's some of you who are, you got a couple dollars in the bank. I can tell you got a pretty nice car and you got some nice brand new $200 shoes on. I like you, some of you. Now, I know that's not everybody, so if that doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. But this 10 of Pentacles done came up twice, indicating, I'm seeing some dollar signs here, okay, for some of you. Let's just put it that way. This person does have a lot of anxiety about this right here, okay? 5 of Cups reversed, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is still healing. So right now, I think that Page of Cups reversed, King of Swords, Justice card is like, you know what? No, I'm keeping you at arm's distance. You know, I'm not just gonna jump in and put my heart into this like last time, you know? Or the time before that, or the time before that, or the time before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Most of us, we're all adults here. We're all adults here. The vast majority of us have dealt with several people, right? Let's just put it that way. And if you notice, have you ever noticed that the same thing happens with different people? And it's like, what the fuck? This is what inspires men to say all women are the same and women to say all men are the same, because what we're doing is we're just skating along the same frequency. On the same frequency, everybody's pretty similar, right? But that's the Empress card here. It could be a Taurus. I do think that there is potential. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way first. I don't see a lack of potential here with this new person. What I do see, though, is the approach. The approach says everything, how you approach this here. Okay, because this person right here is still healing from the past. 9 times out of 10, when we talk about the new person, they always have some past baggage. And don't we all, though? But it's what do you do with it? That is what separates the men from the boys, the women from the girls, the adept from the novice. That is what it is. We all have past baggage. What are you willing to do with it? Are you willing to work through it and heal from it? A lot of people aren't. Because it's scary. It's scary. The scariest person to confront is yourself. But I do think that this person is putting in the effort. Okay? World in the reverse, they still have some unfinished business. I don't really think it's unfinished business that they have emotional ties to. Okay? It's just some unfinished business. Past, like an ex or something like that they haven't quite healed from. Unfinished business doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I'm still in love with this person. You know, they got the King of Swords here and the Page of Cups reversed next to that, so I don't really think that they do. But whether you love somebody or not, I have personally, this is just me, I'm just talking from my experience, so maybe you can relate. I have had unfinished business with a person linger for anywhere up to 10 years before I dug it up and did whatever I needed to do to process through it, you know? Talked about it, or maybe contacted the person and apologized, or whatever, you know. I've had unfinished business can linger and linger. We think we just want to bury it and run from it, you know, and think, oh, once it stops hurting, that means it's over. I'm over it, you know. No, you got to work through that shit, boy. You got to work through it. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here, and I think there is potential. Okay, Scorpio Riviera. I haven't seen you in a minute, I don't think. I remember you. Thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. So, there is potential here. Some of you, and this, look at that. Look how pregnant that lady is right there. Some of you could have kids with this person, possibly. Okay, I have to throw that out there because look at this card. Okay, look at this card. She's pregnant, dude. Anyway, though, yeah, there's definitely stability and potential here with this 10 of Coins, Empress energy right here. But right now, King of Swords, Page of Cups reversed. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this. I'm going to emotionally distance myself, and I'm not going to let my heart lead the way right now. Okay? I'm not going to let my heart lead the way. I'm going to think logically, logical, rational, reasonable. Okay? 6 of Coins, equal give and take, fairness. Okay? See what I'm saying? I'm still healing. I'm still healing. So, just play your cards right, and I think y'all be all right. Let's look at the outcome resting in the current moment. Let's get this deck right here. Ooh, damn. Outcome resting in the current moment, which is always subject to change. There will be an overall advice for all Scorpios. And the first 3 cards are the outcome of the past person. The second 3 cards are the outcome of the new person. All right? Thank you all for the positive feedback. Appreciate it. Thank you. Courtney, thank you for that super chat. Overall advice plus outcome, resting in the current moment. 1, 2, 3 more shuffles, universe. Pretty please. 3 more. Last one. Boom, I just did Saggy. Check out my channel. I just did that right before I came on here. All right, overall energy. Y'all ain't gonna hear this. I'm sorry, not the overall energy, the overall advice. Hang on, I'm gonna show you the card first. Oops. What am I about to tell you? What am I about to tell you? This is the overall advice for all Scorpios. Let go. You have to let it go. None of us want to hear that, okay? Allow me to interject on some things. See, I like to bridge the gap between science and mysticism. I like to do that as much as possible, okay? There's a lot of potential out there for it. We just don't quite have the words for it just yet, okay? But letting go, okay? Let's talk about some science, the science behind letting go, okay? This is a scientific fact that is not readily available to the public. And up until very recently, it was forbidden knowledge. I have access to certain sources. So you're gonna have to trust me on this. This is a fact. What you are doing when you cling to something psychologically is you're clamping on the quantum field and holding it in place so that it can't move. Very little wiggle room, moves very slowly, very slowly. Very little wiggle room. The actual process of creation, big power, okay? The process of manifestation and creation isn't happening while you're focusing on and obsessively thinking about whatever it is. It's not happening. You're clamping on it and holding it in place so that it can't move when you're doing that. When your mind is off of it, that's when everything's flowing and moving and creating. And the minute you start thinking about it again, there you go. You clamp back down on the quantum field and hold it in place. That's how powerful you are. You are that powerful. You are more, boy, if you only had the slightest clue how insanely powerful you are, you'd start paying very close attention to what you do in your hair. Pay very close attention. You are more powerful than they ever want you to know. Promise you that. Yes, you are. Okay? Release it. Let it go. Let it go. Now, outcome with the past person. It's done. I see communication happening here. I see somebody reaching out, more than likely, but I don't think it's going anywhere. Could be an air sign. There's a lot of air energy here. This is very, very, somebody here, one, the other, or both of you is very, very just done, closed off, cold, detached. Just not even really in this anymore. Not even really in this. You know what I mean? Or it could be an air sign that you're dealing with, like I said, but it's done. Done, dollar, done, dollar, done. Dollar, done, dollar. Outcome for the new person. I see you all coming together. Okay? I see you all coming together. I don't see it coming to an end, but I see a little bit of disorganization because of the burdens that are still being carried. One, the other, or both of you. More than likely both of you. Okay? The vast majority of the people on the planet are carrying around this big bag of bullshit. Karma. Big bag of baggage, right? And it's just what most people are doing, okay? The rest of us, it's not that we're not doing it, but we are taking the time to sort through it. You know, okay, well, let me take this thing out. Let's process through this energy. Let's work with this one. Once I'm done with that, I'm taking another one out. And we're just going through all of our past baggage and garbage that we've been clinging on to. And we're picking it out piece by piece. Putting one stick down at a time. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it, okay? You don't need to drop the whole bundle if you don't want. Just process through and let go of one stick at a time. See what I'm saying? Yeah, but I see you all coming together. Again, it's just because of all the past pain and trauma, it's a little bit unorganized. A little unorganized. You know, priority list maybe a little bit screwed up, but I think there's potential here. So I at least see success throughout the month of September as far as that goes, okay? Things to watch out for and advice moving forward. This is the important part of the reading, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is for everybody that needs to hear it. Scorpio, cross watchers, supporters, haters, whoever you are. If you're watching, this is for you. Okay, this is just spiritual and life advice, period. But especially for Scorpios, but this is the most important thing. Of everything else I do on video, this is the important stuff right here, okay? 1, 2. Last shuffle, last one. 3 of Cups reversed. All right, don't do third-party situations, y'all. Don't do it. Especially if those of you, and y'all come to me for personal readings about this all the time. Well, I like 2 different people. I can't make up my mind between 2 different people, all right? Well, guess what? 95 to 98% of the time, if you come to me and you say, I can't make up my mind between 2 people, you know what happens? One, the other, or both of the people you're juggling can't make up their mind between you and somebody else. They're doing the same thing you're doing. They're doing the same damn thing you're doing. Like attracts like. So if you're juggling somebody else, it's a very good chance that one, the other, or both of the people you're juggling are also juggling somebody else. So you don't want neither of them. If you can't make up your mind, if you don't know exactly what you want, that's the last thing you need to be worried about right now, okay? Don't do that third party shit, okay? If you are still like in love with somebody else, you got to heal from that, or you don't need to be messing around with nobody. You got to fix that first. Heal first and then move on, okay? Or at least devote your time to healing from it and getting over it, okay? I'm trying to cover all grounds here, you know what I'm saying? Knight of Swords reversed, Page of Cups reversed. Those of you need to let the tower fall, okay? Let it fall. Quit holding it up, okay? If any communication comes in, I wouldn't respond. Don't respond to any communication from this person, okay? The cycle between the 2 of you is complete. It served its purpose. Now, watch out for somebody who thinks that they can save you. Watch out for that white knight complex, whether you know this person or you are this person. Emotional codependence, more often than not, has 2 parts that are played there. You know, there's 2 characters that play that game. The first character is, I'm so empty and alone and abandoned and abused and sad, poor pitiful me. I need a lover to come love me. And then the other character that plays in that game is, here I come to save the day. You know, you need me. I'll save you from your heartache. And then the truth of the matter is you can't really do that. You can't save somebody from their heartache. It doesn't work that way at all. Don't get me wrong, we've all been there, okay? We get that idea. The vast majority of the bullshit we believe about love all comes from programming, from movies and TV and music. Think about it. Think about it. Music, dude. I want you right now, or maybe when you get off this video, think of just 10 random songs. Think of 10 random songs. Go through them and count. How many of them are glorifying and normalizing emotional codependence? I'm so empty and I can't function without you. I need you. I can't function. You know, like it's normal to feel that way. It's normal to feel like incomplete unless you're shoved up my ass all day, every day. You know, that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons that way of thinking and that way of approaching love, it turns you into a dog chasing your tail, because the only thing that another lover can do is mirror back to you whatever you have going on in here. It's the only thing they can do. If you're insecure, if you're one of the insecure types, does a relationship make you feel less insecure? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you're the insecure type, a lover is going to make you feel 10 times more insecure. 10 times more insecure. Unless those of you who are so insecure that you go pick somebody who's 500 pounds because you know nobody else wants them. And I know that sounds mean, but I know people who have done it. I know people who have done it. It sounds mean. I'm not being mean. I'm being 100% serious. I'm not joking with you. I've met people that insecure, and that's what they do. They go get with somebody who's extremely unattractive because they know nobody else is going to want them. Oh, yeah. Okay? Swear to God. But, yeah, that right there is, if you're insecure, A relationship is not going to fix that problem for you. It's going to make it worse. Money is the same way. I tell people that come to me for personal readings all the time. Money is the same way. You don't need money. That's not what you need. Maybe you're like, what? That's one of the most valuable lessons that I learned living under a bridge. Homeless people aren't suffering from lack of money. Oh, hell no. I've met many homeless people who make just as much, if not more money, than people who are working full-time at a gas station or whatnot. I can promise you, if you walk up under a bridge where a homeless man lives and give him $10,000, what do you think he's going to do with it? Okay, if he had the right mindset, he could use that to get his life on track. That 10 grand will be enough to put any homeless person on the right track if they used it right. He ain't going to do that with it. He's going to throw a party under that bridge and blow that money and end up right back where he was to begin with. How many of you have heard me say this in a personal reading when I'm making this analogy? Love and money are the same way. We think we want money. No, we're all after the same thing. It's not money. It's not money we're after. We think it is, but it's not. Okay, that's what I teach people in personal readings. That's what I teach, okay? Anyway, though, I feel like the messages my Scorpios needed to hear have come through. Hopefully come true. The messages my Scorpios needed to hear have come through. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here, man. I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along. Remember to look in the description of the video for information on scheduling personal readings, okay? So, yeah, that has everything you need to know down there. It's all down there, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks again for everybody that tuned in and played along. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? You have a good one.